obviously there are other places I've still not seen yet, so technically I kind of want to go there and get them done as well.
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down.
Lovely.
A wave of blistering heat hits
Ugh.
you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
Who would have thought?
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika. Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Ooh, you could be shady, so that's what I have that for. Alright. Oh, they're obviously arguing, aren't they? I'm going to say nothing.
Well smiles.
Enmity and animus, Watcher. Two old songs we sing in well-practiced harmony. Unable to reach accords, we compete to see whose shouts best shake Eora.
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
Really?
The Watcher's returned. Perhaps we should hear what he has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves. Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
Progress? Are you planning something new, probably?
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Is there nothing we can do?
Mogren glances at the pallid knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched, and absorb our scattered children.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
And didn't Magrin mention this once before? I don't remember hearing that.
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
A curl of steam rises from her nose. The pallid knight looks on.
I remember that.
impassive.
Maybe I did.
Should we be killed, we may possess the bodies of our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb their souls, granting us additional strength.
You mean Pellegrina and Takehi will be yours? Or they will become them?
Helia's wayward daughter and Andra's precious son, yes. They would die. Them and thousands of others.
The pallid knight speaks with the chilly temperance, possessed only by the god of death.
I didn't understand this. Who's good? Yours. I missed something. Well, that's definitely horrible. I still didn't get the second one. Did I miss something here? Who's a good? I do not understand this phrase here. Well, I'm going to say it's horrible because it is.
They are our children. They belong to us. It is their birthright and their destiny. But the time for that plan has long passed us by.
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
Mogren elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now? But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Kaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Great, another one. Yep. Another trial. Right, because I haven't had one of those lately. Yeah.
Mogren smiles.
And more are yet to come.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Mogren's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if he wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Mogren slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform, and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
Guardian of Ukaizo, maybe tell me what that is?
A creature crafted by the Ingwithans to protect the machinery of reincarnation. It doesn't care much for visitors.
Is it going to be another dragon?
Will you divulge our every secret to the Kith, Mogren?
I'm probably going to die. Like,
Mogren shrugs.
If it suits me.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
why can't you just get rid of it? Yeah, exactly. Why can't you get rid of it?
It is its own creature, Watcher. It does not listen to us.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand? What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
Well, yeah, I would like to say this, definitely. Six, but generally I would go with 1, 3, or 6. I kind of understand if we destroy the wheel, it means. No, I truthfully didn't understand it, because if you die, you're dead. Other lives will live on somewhere else, I suppose. But that's the way I see it. But I'll go with 6, see what they say. I still don't understand what it all means. What will happen when Aethys destroys the wheel?
The Pallid Knight spreads wide her hands.
Think of the beyond as a reservoir, the in-between as storm clouds, and souls as rain. When a living thing dies, its soul enters the in-between. And when the in-between grows full, it releases souls into the beyond, where they wait to be redistributed to new bodies, new lives. The wheel is the process by which souls are moved from the in-between to the beyond, from the rain cloud to the reservoir, and from the reservoir into the living world. Without the wheel to mediate the transfer and redistribution of souls, the souls of all who die remain in the in-between. And without souls to fill it, the beyond gradually empties, trapping all of the remaining souls in existence in the in-between.
Oh, a party? You know what I mean?
When the beyond is empty and the last creature on Eora dies, that is the end of everything. It is Rimergon's future, the one he wants for us.
I like to say everything dies, is what I would say. How does this affect the gods?
Soul essence sustains us. We feed off it, off the little fragments you mortal kith shed like snakeskin as you pass into your next life.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Without sustenance, we starve as any mortal might. We die and leave a great silence behind, an eternal emptiness from which nothing is born. You begin to see our dilemma, I hope.
Oh, not really. No, no. I really could not care two shits.
Tell us, Watcher, where do you stand?
You can no longer count on the gods for guidance. Kef will have to figure this out on their own. Yep. Well, they'll not have to figure it out. I mean, you live, you're dead. Simple as that. No.
Perhaps you misunderstand. This is not a test you will overcome on your own. Aethys intends to change the fundamental structure of life and death. Does that not frighten you? You, Kith, who are most vulnerable?
Well, I trust Aethys. There's nothing to fear. Well, I didn't really trust any gods. I mean, truthfully. He's doing something really weird that he knows he's going to die for. Yeah, I mean, everybody's dead. The gods are dead anyway, so what does it really matter? They say nothing.
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
Yeah, how did Eobus fool you all? You're the most powerful things in the Eora. Yeah.
He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
Well, you can literally stop him right now.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wodica balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Wodica then, and looks instead to the Pallid Knight.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
We'll make a world without you then. Well, it doesn't really matter if you make a wheel or not. The whole point of the wheel is them. Is what ThomFnG gave them, the gods, isn't it?
Such hubris. Kith will make a mess of things. You cannot help yourselves. You must be controlled, lest you stray and fail.
What does it matter?
And what if they fail? Then they die. And so do we.
Well done, yes, well done.
We have to
Finally
help them.
understand it, do you?
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Wodica drives her fist into her hand.
Help them! We should finally bring them to heel!
Bring him to heel.
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Wodica until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aethys yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aethys may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
He's not going to listen to me. I'm just a kid. Say nothing.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher.
Oh, Watcher.
Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind.
I would say wait, but like, you kind of already know. It's like it's just going to be a slow, drawn out. You live our life. The world gets darker. The gods vanish. The final soul finally dies.
The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
Why all the theatrics?
Don't let anyone tell you you're too shrimpy to be a fighter. I was half your age when I started training.
Have your ranger start training, boy. And a fellow thick fog. These are flimsy docks connect scattered stretches of dry land. On all sides you are flanked by the hulks of splintered wrecked ships. A thick fog sits upon the water, obscuring the path in all directions. The only sounds you hear are the lapping of water, Your own footsteps on the narrow, rotting planks. The eerie quiet is broken by the barking of a dog, somewhere off on the left. Press forward wordlessly. Suddenly a hair-raising growl rumbles out from the fog, only a few paces ahead of you. You'll whistle. I didn't whistle anything. It was barking, and then a sharp whine, abrupt and shrill. After several moments of silence, you hear a running tread upon the docks. A dog bounds from the fog, its dark fur matted with blood. Two figures stumble up after the hound, their maws stained red. Out of the fog they are revealed for what they are, withered, rotting human, only in silhouette, dargles. They halt, swaying at the sight of you, but make no further move. From the darkness of the fog, a third, robed figure emerges. A twisted staff raises high in her hands. A flash of light emerges from the staff. As you look on, runes seared into the dargle's forehead flare to life, glimmering like beacons in the darkness. Snarling, the dargles rush for you, their blood-slick claws slicing the air. I've definitely been here before, right? I mean, apparently not. I could have sworn I've been here before. Ouch. Ouch. Hey! What's that for?
Death take you.
What the hell did I do? Alright. Old eel. Never been here before.
You there? How are you up here?
Up on the balcony, a tall and lanky figure waves frantically for your attention. That done, he ducks down again behind the railing. It's not as effective hiding. No, it's certainly not.
Tell me this is a costume party.
On it.
Well, I can steal from them. So.
Looks like well, hello there.
Lupin greets you with a cheery smile, the effect of which is marred somewhat by her only having half a face. She scrubs unperturbed at some glasses.
Guessing you just came in.
As she speaks, you notice a strange mark upon her forehead, a kind of symbol or rune. Yeah, what's that symbol?
What? Have I got something on?
Turns her glass, frowning at her reflection. Seeing nothing of note, she shrugs and gives you a wide look.
Help yourself to some ale while you're waiting. Zuka ought to be here soon with the day's catch. Good to see you again. Thinking of staying on?
I have no idea who you are, sweetheart. Gargle, Copperhead.
Just arrived. I'll wait here. First.
I'll speak to this guy now then.
Good, good. I thought for sure you'd wander off. Get yourself into trouble.
The man before you, or creature, perhaps as his skin is as greyed and withered as that of other patrons, wears a helmet 2 sizes too large for him. It tips from side to side as his head moves.
I'm Copperhead. That's what they call me. Friendly nicknames. You know how it is.
Nope, nope.
Oh, yeah. I know you're different from the others. I can see it.
Yeah, because everyone's rotting away, mate. Yep.
Shh, keep your voice down. Yelling your head off like a little baby lamb in the woods. Might as well be hollering, eat me, eat me. It's not safe here. Not where everyone's looking, listening. I have a house, out on the outskirts. They don't mind me keeping to myself. We can talk there.
If benevolence doesn't move you, Watcher, consider that this one might make for an interesting study, in terms both physiological and metaphysical.
Okay, I'll be there.
Look out for the ones in charge. Them with the staffs. They spy you, things will get bad in a hurry. Zulka, especially she... I have to go.
Oh look, just like that. A woman strides into the tavern, bearing a staff whose ornate head glows with arcane energy. She strikes the staff upon the ground once, and the tavern fills with eerie light as the runes carved upon each vessel's forehead begins to glow. Ilka mutters something under her breath, and a faint aura ripples around the two bond kifs standing behind her. That don't. She makes a sweeping gesture of the arm. That don't. That done, she makes a sweeping gesture of the arm, and with all the showmanship of a theatre performer.
Menzago has brought you a feast, my friends. Livestock and game. Tonight, we eat well.
Everyone in the tavern cheers as the kif are carted into the back room.
Copperhead, you are not staying for the celebration?
Daisy's mid-slink, grinning insipidly.
Not today, Zulka. I've had my fill, really. Another mouthful and I'll split down the seams.
He bobs his head in a feeble bow, then scuttles away. Silco's attention drifts back towards the crowd.
I shall beat. Screet.
Don't know where he said his house was.
Oh, good, you're here.
I am indeed, mate. I am indeed.
Over here. Mind your step. I've collected things. Spent years collecting.
He waves a hand vaguely at the collection of detritus that lines each surface and corner of his market's abode.
I've always been curious. There are so many ships out there on the reef. I could dive down, see what I found. It was beautiful down there. 100 stories, and I read them piece by piece.
Knowledgeable man, I like it.
Nothing like the helmet. And nothing's been the same since the helmet. I put it on. I get glimpses of what this place really is.
He leans forward, looking left and right with conspiratorial glee.
A ship's graveyard, teeming with the dead. The not dead. They're still alive.
I know, I can see through the illusion just for... Well, let me look at the helmet.
No, I won't go back to before. My head all cloudy. If I take it off, I'll go back into the dream.
The way he clutches at his helmet, tugging it down around his ears, you hear a muffled glow growl from within its depths. Okay, well, hold still while I look at it. Looking at the helmet, nothing more notable than your own reflection in this grimy surface. You cannot see anything that sets the helmet apart from any other piece of armor.
And so? What do you see?
Despite his initial protest, Copperhead sounds excited to hear your response. I can't see what's so special about it, no.
Yeah, well, the dream only works on folk what have this symbol on their heads. I didn't see it till I got the helmet on. And all of us, dead, or something like it, feeding off the living to stay alive a little longer.
Something you want to wake up to?
No, it were a shock, I'll tell you true. Maybe I did go a little mad, just a little.
Yeah, just a smudge,
I can't see as to what we've been charmed for, but I know it's got something to do with the crypt. That's where Menzago is, the man in charge of this place, and where Lucia Ravan's old keep used to be. Anytime new settlers turn up, They come out of that place. When they start to lose their senses, get too hungry, that's where they get taken.
Get taken, mate. They get taken.
The strongest get fed to Menzago's most loyal servants,
great.
the protectors. The rest of the kith, they bleed slow in the tavern. Once in a while, the protectors treat us to a whole body.
Lovely. Lovely.
Point is, whatever they're doing to keep us living in this little fantasy, it's got to be in there somewhere.
The same ribbon that captains the floating handsman. Oh.
I don't know the ship, but Ravan's supposed to be some great captain. She founded this place, made it what it is now.
So, was that supposed to come here intentionally, or...? It feels like I shouldn't have been here. Okay. Living a fantasy has to be better than finding out you're a rotting corpse. I'm gonna say that.
What? And play out the rest of our lives in someone else's demented little story? Better the truth than a silly little dream. At least it's our truth.
We'll see. Maybe there's another way.
Hold on, you can't just walk on in. It's guarded. Really, really well guarded.
Have any ideas?
The guards don't really leave their posts, unless the hunters are back with fresh meat. But them got a schedule. They come and go as they please.
A diversion?
Me? Yeah, alright. I can do that. I can help. I'll meet you out there.
Oh, the paradise of the mind there. I can only be here. Only go there, I should say.
Hey, down there. I think I got turned around. It's the weirdest thing. You all look like corpses.
After him! Doesn't he die now?
What was I thinking?
Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he? He's not gonna die, is he?
Got it.
Death to those who oppose the Republics!
Don't.
I can scarcely believe it.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Yeah?
I've been here before.
On it.
The brazier doesn't appear to hold any obvious mechanism for lighting itself, but you notice a basin at his base. I take it a pour of vampire blood. Hello, that one. Glowing. Ascend the stairs within the crypt. On we go!